When we think of fire-based superheroes in the Marvel Universe, two names instantly blaze into our minds: Johnny Storm, better known as the Human Torch, and Johnny Blaze, the most infamous Ghost Rider. But despite their similar elemental powers, their origins couldn't be more different. The Human Torch first appeared in Fantastic Four #1 in 1961. Exposed to cosmic radiation during a space mission, Johnny Storm gained the power to engulf his entire body in flames, fly at supersonic speeds, and unleash fire blasts at will. A founding member of the Fantastic Four, Johnny is charismatic, reckless, and deeply heroic. His control over flame is so advanced that he can burn hotter than a supernova, reshape flame into constructs, and even manipulate heat itself. On the other hand, Ghost Rider was introduced in Marvel Spotlight #5 in 1972. Johnny Blaze was a stunt motorcyclist who made a desperate deal with Mephisto, the demonic lord of hell, to save his dying father. In exchange, Blaze became the Ghost Rider, a spirit of vengeance bonded to a hellish demon. When transformed, he wields Hellfire, a mystical flame that burns not just flesh, but soul. His powers include a near-indestructible chain, the penance stare that can burn away guilt, superhuman strength, and a flaming motorcycle that can ride up walls and across water. While both can set the world on fire, the source of their flames sets them apart. Johnny Storm draws his power from science, while Johnny Blaze pulls his from the supernatural. And that fundamental difference shapes everything in their battle. Flame versus Hellfire, power set breakdown? Let's break it down. Who brings more heat to the battlefield? Human Torch operates within the realm of natural fire, albeit pushed to cosmic extremes. His Nova flame can reach temperatures of 1 million degrees Fahrenheit, enough to melt nearly any known material. He can project flames, create explosions, manipulate thermal energy, and even absorb heat from his surroundings. At his peak, he once evaporated an entire lake in seconds, held his own against Hulk, and even temporarily outshone stars. His agility, flight speed, and versatile flame constructs give him an edge in maneuverability. Johnny Storm is a trained combatant, especially when fighting as a team with the Fantastic Four. And in terms of sheer heat output, there are few heroes who can rival him. Ghost Rider, however, is something else entirely. His Hellfire doesn't obey the laws of physics. It's a mystical flame that burns the soul. This gives him a terrifying psychological advantage: he can incinerate your sins, not your skin. His penance stare forces opponents to relive every bit of suffering they've caused, often leaving them catatonic or worse. Physically, Ghost Rider possesses superhuman strength and durability. He can go toe-to-toe with beings like Thor, Hulk, and even Mephisto. His chain is unbreakable, extends miles in length, and is charged with Hellfire. And then there's the motorcycle. It's not just for show, it's a demonic ride that can defy gravity and chase down even the fastest heroes or villains. In terms of versatility, Torch may have more tactical options mid-fight, but in terms of raw supernatural power and soul-based attacks, Ghost Rider walks away with the upper hand. Iconic clashes and comet crossovers. While the Human Torch and Ghost Rider haven't had many one-on-one battles in mainstream comics, Marvel has sprinkled hints of their compatibility and conflict in various issues. In Fantastic Four, Volume 5, and Ghost Rider, 2014, we've seen how both characters deal with threats larger than themselves. Torch often represents humanity and science, while Ghost Rider embodies vengeance and mysticism. Their philosophies clash, especially when Ghost Rider's methods become too brutal for Johnny Storm's taste. In alternate universes and what-if scenarios, versions of these characters have interacted. For example, in What If? Ghost Rider, Spider-Woman, and Captain Marvel had remained villains, Ghost Rider's potential for destruction becomes clear. Meanwhile, Torch has appeared in countless crossovers where he unleashes his full Nova potential, yet he's usually still tied to team dynamics, relying on backup. One of the closest analogs we've seen is how Ghost Rider handled beings like the Hulk. In World War Hulk, Ghost Rider, Blaze absorbs an insane amount of damage from Hulk, and the only reason the fight ends is because the spirit of vengeance chooses not to intervene. That's the level of restraint and power he holds. Torch, though immensely powerful, has limits. He's overpowered by water, oxygen scarcity, and enemies immune to fire. Ghost Rider? He just gets angrier and hotter the more damage he takes. In short, Ghost Rider is built for escalation. Torch is built for precision. Soul versus science. Who survives the final round? Let's set the stage. A nighttime battle in the middle of the Nevada desert. No team support. No interruptions. Just Human Torch versus Ghost Rider. Torch would start by going airborne, launching wave after wave of concentrated flame, trying to melt the chain, disrupt the rider's movements, and push the temperature to Nova levels. Ghost Rider, unfazed, rides straight through the inferno, absorbing the flames like they're nothing. Remember, Hellfire is resistant to natural flame, no matter how hot. Human Torch attempts to suffocate the flames, manipulate thermal energy to freeze the chain, and maybe even trap Ghost Rider in a fire vortex. But Ghost Rider has taken worse. With one crack of his chain, he grounds the torch. Now, the real terror begins. If the penance stare connects, and Johnny Storm has any regrets, guilt, or pain hidden deep inside, it's game over. The penance stare isn't just an attack. It's a sentence. Storm's mind would be forced to confront every innocent bystander he failed to save, every civilian hurt in his battles, every moment of arrogance. It breaks most men, and Johnny, for all his courage, is still human. Could Torch dodge it? Maybe. Could he win if he strikes first and ends the fight before Ghost Rider unleashes his mystic fury? Possibly. But that's a lot of ifs. And let's not forget, Ghost Rider has died and come back. Again and again. Human Torch? He's powerful. But mortal. The final verdict, who burns brighter? So, the ultimate question, is Ghost Rider stronger than Human Torch? The answer is clear, yes. Human Torch is a fire manipulator. Ghost Rider is fire incarnate. Torch burns the body. Ghost Rider scorches the soul. Torch's power peaks in the physical world. Ghost Rider's dominion stretches across realms, earth, hell, and everything in between. That's not to say Torch is weak. Far from it. In fact, against most Marvel heroes, Johnny Storm is a force of nature. But Ghost Rider isn't just a man with powers, he's a supernatural entity with divine backing and demonic wrath. So if these two ever truly collided, without limits, no holding back, Ghost Rider wouldn't just win. He'd leave behind a trail of scorched sand, a silent desert sky, and a name etched in fire, vengeance. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.